We are here this morning with Mr. Tim Payne. Mr. Tim Payne, I've already known for a couple of years, so it's a pleasure to sit here and let me find out information that I don't know about you. I know you're an activist, I know you're with the community, but now I'm going to find out a lot of things about you. Okay, so we're going to start with, name me the schools you attended.
Okay. First of all, I would like to say thank you for this opportunity, West Side Stories, Miss Yvonne Pena and Miss Diane Herrera.
Thank you.
And I guess I'll start out by I started out at Winston, then I transferred over to Lincoln, then I went to Wren Middle School, and then I went to Edgewood High School, which I graduated in 1977. Go Red Raiders.
Okay, you did mention Winston, so I'm going to ask you, your daddy was
Military.
military,
Meaning
okay.
that he was Army, but then he worked out at Kelly under, what's it called?
Civil service.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah. My dad worked civil service at Lackland, though. And Richard's daddy worked civil service at Kelly. Yeah, they may have come across each other at some point.
And my dad worked civil
And
service.
your daddy also, yeah.
We're family.
Oh, yeah. And that's what built Edgewood, Kelly Air Force Base, Lackland. Yeah, of course it did. It sure did. You know, I have been given the charge of taking care of the history of Lincoln Elementary and junior high, but Lincoln Elementary, because a new campus, college campus, ACCD, is being built at this very moment. If you have not been down 40th and Old Highway 90, do me a favor and do that. Go by there and look at the campus that's coming up. So being that you did mention you went to Lincoln, tell me something about Lincoln.
Lincoln, some great years at Lincoln. I guess I would like to say that I enjoyed Lincoln because I enjoyed playing in the band. And I played in the band at Lincoln, and our band director, which was Leo Bennett, he came over from Wren to teach us band. So whenever we had, had the performances in the districts, we used to have to walk down Bemis all the way to Wren so we can go to those performances at those schools. But we played little intramural football at Lincoln. I enjoyed one of our principals over there, which is Mrs. Julia Knight. Miss Bland was our music teacher, and then she went with us over to Wren when we moved over to Wren. So, and I remember something that was very, serious for me, because I was chasing one of my classmates down the hall, and somebody opened the door, and I ran into the door and knocked me out. And I guess that's one of my funnest memories, getting knocked out, and my mom coming and taking me to the hospital in that building too. So that's one of my funnest memories. And then the gym I enjoyed the gym. I enjoyed PE. I enjoyed our lunches there with Miss Lindsay. She had some of the best cake in the world. We had some of the best lunches also, because I think back then Lincoln, it was homemade food. It wasn't
it was
prefabricated food
that it was all
our kiddos are having now. So I enjoyed those aspects, and I guess one of my favorite subjects was I guess math. Not math, but it was really science. I enjoyed science and stuff.
Yeah, I went to school with Edgewood with one of the Lindsay kids.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then Leo Bennett and I got to work together at the same campus. So at that time he was playing with a jazz band, and Richard would go and we would go into the clubs and go follow him around in here. So he was a buddy.
Super. Leo Bennett was great.
He was so soft. So
passed away as well.
Getting yourself to Edgewood High School in Edgewood, because I know what you do in the community. Okay, I don't know why or with whom, but I know what you do in the community. Your activism or your loyalty to Edgewood also. What did you do in high school that will make me think that you were an activist, or you were already moving in that direction? What did you do at Edgewood?
Well, I guess I would like to go back to my athletic days at Edgewood. In my junior year, I played football, basketball, and I ran track. But my junior year, this just stands out in my memory. A group of guys, we came up with, hey, we want to create a brotherhood here at Edgewood, because we want to go a perfect season. We want to go 10-0. So we formed a brotherhood, and that brotherhood is still with us today, and we carry it on through our life, and we just enjoy, getting together with each other. And so I guess that's my activism as far as, and I take that activism from there because I enjoyed it because it says a lot about living in the I call it the Edge of the Woods community. You know,
I like that.
Yeah, me too because it's just that's why Edgewood got its name.
That's
from,
right.
Edge of the Woods. So
Yeah.
I treasure those years because the thought is that, you know, we have such a big need in our school districts for us, you know, trying to close these gaps. We're trying to take our families from a lower economical to a higher economical level. And, you know, and because all of our parents was involved with Kelly or Lackland, we know that Kelly is no longer here. And now, you know, we need to try to partner with agencies that's going to help our kids get jobs and stuff like that. But now we have Port San Antonio that just came in.
And
now,
that's expanding.
Yeah, very much so. And then they're partnering with the school district to help our families out, but also to help our kiddos out to get jobs and stuff like that.
When I met you, when I found out who you were, when we met, you were already at the school board level. Explain to me what happened there during that period of time when you got involved there at that level.
Okay, well, I did run for Edgewood School Board once upon a time. And then TEA approached me after I ran when they disbanded the Edgewood School Board. They approached me to serve on the school board because they were forming, I guess, I don't know what they called it, but it was through a system that when they take over, Texas Education takes over a school board.
I can't think of the word.
So they took over the school board, so I served a term of probably about maybe 6 years, maybe 4 years as far as being appointed by TA, and then I finished out somebody's term on the board. So and that was from 2016, and then I stepped down in 2020. And I kept being involved because I felt that I could do more, not on the board, but I can do more in the community from outside.
And that's a fact. That's true. Yeah. You know what? I didn't ask you. We talked about your school years. Higher ed. What did you do? Higher ed.
Okay,
beyond high school.
High school. When I graduated, I had a scholarship to University of Cincinnati, and that coach got transferred to University of Arizona. So he sent me, since all those scholarships were already used up, he sent me to a little college in Yuma, Arizona. It's called Arizona Western. So and I played football and basketball out there. And then I was going to share this with you. I was in the girls' dorms, and we were not supposed to go in the girls' dorms after certain hours, and they sent me home for a whole semester. So I was flying through the airport up in El Paso, and I liked the airport, so I transferred to University of Arizona. I'm sorry, the University of Texas at El Paso.
In El Paso. Okay.
In El Paso,
Yeah.
and then I came back and finished up at University of Texas at San Antonio.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm a candidate for graduation one of these years through the Webster University for a master's program in human resources and public administration. When the funding come in my pockets, I can get back into school.
Wonderful. Very good to hear that. And thus is your involvement in the school district.
Exactly.
Now, I know that you're active in the community, I know that the community is Edgewood, but Edgewood is, to me, is a district. It's a business, an entity, a school district. Right. But in the community, tell me what you're doing.
I work on this coalition with Bethel United Methodist Church. They got a grant for almost $500,000 to do lifelong learning in the zip codes of 78227 and 78237. And that coalition is called Unity 37 Coalition. So what we're doing with that coalition, we're going to start up some senior programs. We're going to also deal with lifelong learning across the board from early years all the way through senior years, and also we're going to be doing tutoring for pre-K through third grade, because those are some of the age groups we feel that we need to start early at educating our children.
Getting back to Bethel
United Methodist Church.
That's on Acme, right past Wren Middle School, right around West Commerce, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So those of you who are interested in going, senior citizens, they have programs there. And if you simply want to go and you want to worship there, we welcome you. You want to talk a little bit more about that?
Sure, and then we have some positions available also. We're trying to fill a position of the executive director, and that's an exempt position or salary. And then we have one IT specialist position, that's part-time, and then we have 10 part-time tutors that we're trying to hire. And you can, if you want to make your position known and apply for these positions, you can apply it to with Mr. Cedric Gilmore. His email address is cedric.gilmore@yahoo.com. Once again, that's Mr. Cedric Gilmore at cedric.gilmore@yahoo.com.
Anything else, Miss Yvonne? Guide us behind.
Yes.
Remind us.
If you have any upcoming activities that you'd like to mention.
We're working on what we're basically doing now is going out, just making the community aware of what we're trying to do in the community, trying to fill those positions. But also we're going out talking. I was at Westside Education and Training Center about 3 weeks ago, and I presented what we're doing with Unity 37 Coalition in our community. And then I'm scheduled for September, let me see, I think that's September the 21st to go to a Lions Club meeting, and that's at 6 o'clock to share with them what we're doing with Unity 37 Coalition.
Okay, I'm going to interrupt just for a split second because you said Westside Training Center, and I want to clarify that is WETC, what we call WETC, and WETC is right there at the old Lincoln. Okay, so that's clarifying that for everybody. And at the old Lincoln is the new ACCD Community College that's being built. Okay.
So we're just trying to get involved in the community and use every resource that we have to engage our community so we can raise the standards of our children and families in the Edgewood Woods community.
I want to ask you, family. I'm sure you have mom and dad. Okay, we already discussed that. Siblings. Give me siblings.
I have 2 sisters that live in the Houston area. I have 1 sister that lives in Weimar, Texas, is where I was born. And then I have another brother also that lives in Houston as well, and another sister that lives in Katy area. And then I have a brother that's been in since I was a freshman in high school. He was in the Army, and he's retired over there, and he's married. And I've seen him since my freshman year of high school twice, because he's came over to visit from Germany. So he's very fluent in German language. So.
Children, I know nothing about you. Have you been married? Are you married? Do you have children? I know that I don't know anything about.
I am divorced. We have 1 child, and my son just graduated through Memorial Early College High School in the Edgewood School District. So he graduated with about 42 college hours. So he'll be attending University of Texas at San Antonio, my alma mater.
Wonderful. Anything else in your mind that you've got an audience? Anything else that you can think of that you need to share?
Sure. I would like to share, and with just our community, let's all build our families again to take them to another level, and let's also share love with each other so we can, start doing things a little different, because we got some very turbulent things that's going on in our world, and we need to find a bond that's going to join us together. And I think LOVE is the biggest thing that joins people together, and it's just things that we need to work on as a community. And then
as a human, as a person.
Yes, as a person as well. And then trying to have a personal relationship with our Lord and Savior as well. That's one important thing that I would like to share with everybody. And I've really enjoyed sitting here on Mrs. Pena's West Side Stories podcast with Miss Diana Herrera, and hopefully we'll continue to do great things and try to build upon trying to have a museum for our veterans and the Edgewood High Independent School District as well.
And this will be posted, it'll be on Facebook through Ivan Peña or through Cafecito on Friday mornings, and once it is aired on Friday mornings, it might be this Friday, it might be next Friday, but once it's aired, then it just stays on forever and ever and ever and ever. And I strongly suggest, or I hope that y'all can hook on to the Cafecito site or go to Ivan Peña on Facebook, and you'll have a variety of them. I started this entire concept with Ivan, and it was simply just the history of Edgewood. starting in 1905, 1910, and going through all the schools and people who have come through Edgewood and our Vietnam vets and all the music. My two very most favorite are when we ended up doing 2 podcasts of the music, the musicians that have come out of our district who recorded a song, who are on a recording, and you hear the songs and we go, that kid was from one of our schools. So those are 2 of my favorites. And of course, the one on Vietnam vets, oh my God, that already has over 3,000, close to 4,000 views. Yeah. So I invite y'all, and I thank you so very much. Yvonne, anything else before we close?
Please share your message.